I've gone from being able to print 40 in a day to over 100 in a day. Hi everyone, I'm Angelina and this is Blueprint DIY, where typically we remake our clothes to be just as unique as us. Lately, I have been a bookmaking factory. I decided to write a book about sewing, to teaching the very impatient like me how to sew in a language that will make it easy, no fluff, just direct and to the point. It also has QR codes, 2 videos that will help you to get the visual to add to the explanation. So I made a video about that. Everything that I do, very, very beginner, basic, like budget friendly way to print your own books. I have been listing my books on TikTok, and I also list them on Amazon and on my own website. And TikTok has gone crazy. I have been printing books like crazy. So I had to come up with a way to print them faster. First things first, I upgraded my printer, my color printer. I am now using the Canon G3270 in order to print my covers because I can print to the edge. Now, this printer almost went back to Amazon because it wasn't printing to the edge. You have to select matte photo paper. Using the same photo paper is just as inexpensive, and I've been able, because this is a mega tank, and you can see I spilled a little bit of ink right there, so be careful. But this is a mega tank. It has the 3 colors on one side, the black on that side. I've barely used any black, but the color just ran out. I just filled it this morning. I have print hundreds of covers, and the quality is better, much better than it was before. And that's off of 1 tank. And then the ink is cheaper, so, and easier to refill. It's definitely an investment. It's $100 more than the other printer, but definitely worth it. Over here, I doubled the number of printers because the next upgrade from that, you're getting into like professional laser printers, and I'm not at that level yet. But with the proceeds from what I'm making small investments because I just don't want to overdo it. This is still the original printer. I still have that. First Canon printer that was only $50. I could print like maybe 50 of these in 1 set of inks, and the ink cartridges were like $80 to refill. But this one is only like $10 to refill, and I can print hundreds. So that allows me to print to the edges. I was spending a lot of time cutting with my guillotine printer. Guillotine printer is still coming in clutch, but I don't need to use it to cut off the edges of the book anymore. So I'm super glad about that. I can just go ahead and finish it, and all the pages just fit within the cover. So that's why it's a little bit bigger, because I'm not cutting off the white edges. And I also changed the pages up. I used to have these fold out pages. And I really like these, but I decided to separate the shapes and put them just on 1 page, because folding each of these was taking time. It was taking a lot of time. And yeah, with the number of orders that we were getting in, we just couldn't do it. And so now they are still there. So these are the instructions for them. They're still perforated, so you can tear them out. And they're sewing pages so that you can practice sewing. So this one is a straight stitch. This one teaches you how to turn corners. And this one teaches you how to curve, to guide the paper when you're like curving. They still are on my website as a free download, and the QR code is on the last page of the book. And I also added my dedication on an empty page so that I don't get all of these extra sheets, so that when I actually like cut it, every sheet is taken. So that for me is just to save paper. Yeah. And then pulling out blank sheets, I don't know, it just, yeah, it's already like a paper book. It just didn't feel right. So now I still cut these in half first. If I reformat the whole book, I could figure out how to like reduce like 1 step, 1 cut. But for now, I still cut them in half, because now I have to adjust for the fact that what I wanted to do was take out those cuts that I was making to the book at the end. I love those cuts. They make the book like really, really crisp, but they take a ton of time, and it was starting to hurt my back. Like it was giving me back pain. So longevity wise, that wasn't something that I could sustain. All right, so now I'm gonna move the mark to right past 5 1/4. And the reason for that is because this whole thing is 11 inches. Half of it would be 5 1/2, but my spine has a depth, which is 1/4 of an inch. So after everything is said and done, that means that the pages of the book, in my experience, should measure like right past 5 1/4, like somewhere in between 5 1/4 and 5 5/16. And this is gonna allow me to not have to cut the book at the end. I cut it off the edge, the outside edge. The last thing that I did, like I said with the printers, once again, I decided to go multiple versus upgrade. The upgrade for thermal printer, oh, let me turn these on. The upgrade for the thermal printers would have been like $500 and something. Each of these is only $50. So to add 2 more was not a big deal. And it helps me to do this 3 times faster. Somebody did ask how I ship them. I buy these manila envelopes. Of course, I would like to use like super recycled, super, everything like that. But these are paper books. And when they get to people's doorstep, I want to make sure that they are in good condition. So I buy these. I'll put the link down below. They are, the way I buy them, they're only about 17 cents a piece. I'm still printing them in a way that is budget friendly for me. So I took a little bit of what I've made from printing this book and I have reinvested it. Me making this book, I've invested a lot of money in a lot of things, and this is almost like proof of concept of this is my first book that I've ever written. And I did not want to put in a whole lot of money into another thing and it go nowhere. That's just the bottom line. That's just point blank and period. So I'm here to help you do the same. So that's it. I do need to go ahead and put these in the envelopes and head on out to the post office. We have been shipping daily, taking bags of books daily. I have a bag this big. And when I first got the bag, I said, just get the bag. This will be your mail bag. This is actually... this is not an ad, but I had to pick up some Chick-fil-A catering for an event for my son's school. And I just kept the bag. And I said, one day your orders are going to fill that bag. And sure enough, they do. So yesterday I took over 60. The day before that, I took 99. So yes, we are super, super excited. Thank you guys so much for your support. We will be back to upcycling because I have some stuff I need to get out. But as always, anything that I'm into and that I think will help you guys, I'm going to make a video about it. So if you're into that, make sure you subscribe because it's all about, I don't know, just making your way, right? Making our way in this world. So yeah. Thank you guys so much. Happy holidays. Happy Thanksgiving. As we're getting up to the holidays, I really want to do some videos about some Christmas gifts. I know that this is going to be a no spend Christmas for a lot of people. So you'll be looking to make gifts. So I really want to make some videos about that. So if you're interested in that, definitely let me know. And we can work on that. And I will talk to you guys in the next one. All right. Bye.